Led away firstly by the Supersports. Reece Belling will start on the front row from pole with Callum Barker and Simon Reece alongside him. Row 2 consists of Ryan Sellon, Keith Feely and Hayden Spinks, whilst the third row is rounded out by Jimmy Broadbent and Sam Lambert. Jamie Aitken leads the Amsport 600 field on row 4 alongside Grant Davis and Brian Bolster. Row 5 sees Mary Molina and the Kitsons of son Carl and father Stuart, with Nathan Brumby, Justin Case and Adrian Pellegrin occupying row 6. And as we go on board with Sam Lambert, you'll notice he's wearing Brad Swallow's leathers. That's because his own leathers were badly damaged from his opening lap crash in race 1. Now Superbike Championship contender Brad Swallow has come to the rescue with one of his spare suits.
In the starter's hands, waiting for the extinguish there. Callum Barker a little bit slow. Right behind them, though, who is that? It looks like it is the 47 of Barker that ends up getting the best of it. Will he get the whole shot in the run out of Races World at turn number 1? It looks like he does, Tim.
Yeah, a great start there by Callum Barker, but a bit of a wet weather specialist is Callum.
Oh, he's under a lot of pressure there from the rider that did get a good start, and I think you'll find that might be Simon. Is it Simon Reece?
Yeah, it could be Simon. It's yeah, a great start.
No, Ryan Sellon, I think it is. The 310 of Ryan Sellon. That looks like his livery up over the top of bikehaggle.com.au. But look at the lead that he's got. Whoever he is, he knows who he is. That's the most important thing, of course. Barker in second place. Then we have the 61 coming up there of Belling, our pole sitter.
Yeah, I think you'd find that is Ryan Sellon there, a bit of a wet weather master himself, it seems.
Well, he certainly made every post a winner there, maintaining the traction that he required through turn 2 Sydney Motorsport Park ride days, round the outside of 3 riders. A great start for him, and look at the lead that he's got already, Tim.
Yeah, great start there by Sellon. I haven't seen him at the front of the field in the 600 class.
Simon Reece under a lot of pressure there through Freight Links Transport turn 9 on board the 322. Then we have the 98 coming forward.
Is Davis?
Yes, Davis doing a good job. The 96 of the M-Sport category winner last time around of Jamie Aitken.
Another good start by Jamie. He's at the pointy end of the field already.
But look at the gap that Ryan Sellon has already over the rest of the field. It's 2.7 seconds, Tim, on lap 1. My goodness.
He was 3 seconds faster, 2.6 seconds faster than everybody else that time around.
He got one of the worst starts too. He got a lot of air under the front wheel. He was jumping and bucking like a Bronco bull off the start line. But then once he got his head down and his backside up, he made every post a winner between turns 1 and 2.
That's where he seemed to get the advantage, didn't he? That Ryan Sellon on the at-1 racing team. Yeah, Sam Lambert hasn't been able to make any ground here, has he there, Lance? And so I thought he'd be further up in the field.
Jamie Aitken in the meantime battling it out with the 322 of Reece. Davis in there as well. This 4-way battle for the minor placings.
Good start by Jimmy Broadbent as well at getting to come to grips with the 600 machine. There he is there on the BC Performance bike.
Aitken getting up the inside, or trying to get up the inside of Reece to get 4th placing. Reece goes a little bit wide. Aitken up the inside. Will he be able to maintain that racing line? No, he won't. Reece gets around the outside, as you mentioned. Jimmy Broadbent coming on very hard behind them. This is the battle for 4, 5, 6 and 7 on the circuit. 1, 2 and 3, well in front of the rest of them.
Yeah, you can tell by the lap times there, Lance, of 48 for Belling, fastest lap of the race. It's over 10 seconds off the normal time. But here comes, is that Belling up the inside of Barker.
I was about to mention that Belling got the upper hand of Barker whilst we were concentrating on that 4-way battle for 4th between Reece, Aitken, Davis and Broadbent. Now Barker's got the upper hand on him coming into bikeviz.com.au. I get the feeling, Tim, that battle's going to go right down to the checkered flag.
Yes, they seem to be very good in the rain, these two riders, as they battled it right out to the wire in the first race.
It's all about Ryan Sellon out the front. He's a clear-cut leader. Although that lead has been reduced to only 1.8 or 1.9 seconds. So that's half a second that's been chewed out of it. So he must have made a mistake, because Barker and Belling, I beg your pardon, have been battling it out, and that would tend to drop their times off the pace a bit, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would. You see Selling there's a 49.2 and Barker is a 48.4. So and Belling is a 48.3. So definitely catching him very, very slowly.
Yeah, well, they were a good 0.7 of a second. You can see there on that last one, Callum Barker, the fastest man on the circuit, at 147.2, half a second quicker than Ryan Selland in front of him, and 0.3 of a second quicker than Belling behind him.
Yeah, so definitely the man on the pace at the moment is Barker.
Oh, Jimmy Broadbent goes in very strong indeed. I think you'll find that he's up the inside there of the 322 of Reese, and takes up the running of 4th place at the moment.
Yeah, big move there by it.
Oh, sorry, that's 5th place, because we've got I think it's Jamie Aitken who got up the inside. Sorry to interrupt you there.
Yep. Yeah, Jamie Aitken's up there, the leading AM Sport machine once again.
Yeah, definitely the 98 of Davis is at the back of that pack in 7th place.
Sam Lambert still, he's a replay of that of Jimmy Broadbent. How did it?
Simon Reese almost sort of stood upright and thought, well, okay, you can take it, Jimmy.
Yeah, it looks like the conditions may be getting worse out there.
Selling across the strike now. His time a 146.69, a 145.7, and as I said, a 145.3 for Jamie Aitken, the fastest man on the track at the moment. Look at Barker trying to get the upper hand on Selland down into turn 2. Can't do it. Selland wise to the manoeuvre, takes mid-track and cuts him off in no uncertain terms.
That's a good, looked like a big manoeuvre there by Barker. Couldn't quite pull it off, but the conditions definitely are getting worse out there at the moment, with the track getting a little bit more damp.
But it is the test of a true rider, isn't it? A true champion in the making, if you like. If you can battle through these conditions on a cold day, it's not overly cold, but it's certainly not warm out there. Barker up the inside of one of the slower riders, doing a good job to get out of the road there. Was Ben Green on the Mitchell Removals Kawasaki ZX6R.
Yeah, one of the AM Sport riders on the older Kawasaki's.
A fair bit behind the rest of the field, but still enjoying his motorsport nonetheless, and doing the right thing, Tim, getting out of the road, knowing that the faster riders are coming through, and making sure that they can thread the needle without any impediment.
Yeah, good job by the marshals to warn the slower riders when the faster riders are coming past.
Look at the eyes of Callum Barker, you can see them. They're firmly fixed on Ryan Selland's cowling, the rear cowling of that bike in front of him. Or is it the @1 Pro Race Suit signage that he can see?
Yes, it looked like our Barker had a bit of a moment there coming onto the Swan Insurance main straight, bit sideways.
Barker, very strong at the end of the Swan Insurance main straight. Tries around the outside. Oh, as easy as you like. Right round the outside of Selland, and now heads up the field down into turn 2.
That was a big manoeuvre, that one, wasn't it? The corner speed he had through turn 1 was just incredible.
Well, it sure was, Tim. And as we have another look at that pass on board Callum Barker's Suzuki, he carried plenty of momentum and confidence as he executed his move to pass Selland.
Obviously, it will go down to the wire tomorrow as the final round of the Swan Super Series. We still have 4 more races in this category over the remaining day today and all of tomorrow.
Jamie Aitken just pulled another fastest lap of the race, a 45.3 now, so he's definitely on fire, but I don't think there's enough time left in this race with only just over a lap and a half to go.
Barker it is that leads across the strike as they start their last lap. A 145.77 on lap 4 is his fastest. A 146.4 on that last lap is Selland's fastest. Aitken, the fastest man on the circuit, a 144.3 just completed on lap number 6.
Gee,
that's 5, sorry.
That's a very fast lap time, isn't it, compared to the front runners there? Like, that's over 1 second quicker than the front runners.
It was lap 6, not lap 5. I'm getting myself confused. This is a 7-lap journey. Here comes Barker up over the top of bikehaggle.com.au for the final time. Under a lot of pressure from Ryan Sellen as they enter turns 4 and 5. And here comes Jamie Aitken. Don't discount him yet. There's still maybe half a lap. But I tell you what, that Yamaha mounted rider on the Amsport 600 bike is certainly trying very hard. He almost got up the inside of Sellen there through bikehaggle.com.au. Sorry, that was bikebiz.com.au. As they head around Corporate Hill for the final time and into the bikebiz.com.au downhill section. Up the inside goes Aitken. Sellen opened up the opportunity for him to take up the running of second. Will he snap back? Oh, he tried hard. Out of the saddle, almost dropped it. And look behind, here comes Belling on board 61. Through the final couple of corners, having negotiated Iphone back straight. Callum Barker, it is that leads through the Matrice Dampers, turns 11 and 12 for the final time. It's going to be a horsepower race to the checkered flag. Callum Barker's going to do it though. A great effort from Jamie Aitken to get up into second. Ryan Sellen in third, and Belling just misses out in fourth place. Fifth place, Jimmy Broadbent. A gallant effort from him, Tim. Simon Rees, Grant Davis, Sam Lambert, Hayden Spinks and Carl Kitson round up your top 10.
Oh, yeah.